All right, I want to give you 3 ways that you can generate new business right now and actually get paid within the next 45 days. Now, a lot of agents are going to think, just go get a listing, right? That's what you're going to tell us. Well, if you think about how long it takes to prepare a listing for the market, and then once you get on the market, how long it takes to market that property and get buyers through the door. And then once you get those buyers through the door, you're procuring offers and negotiating and then getting into escrow. And then you have another 30 days, if not more, of the escrow period. You could be looking at 75 to 90 days at a minimum before you get paid on a listing. These 3 ways are going to get you there in half the time. So the first way is to hold open houses and hold lots of them. You could do it every single day of the week if you tried hard enough. There's a lot of properties out there that are either vacant, staged, or the seller's just gone during the day, and those listing agents are not taking advantage of that opportunity, so why shouldn't you? You could do multiple open houses on a Saturday and Sunday. Do a couple hours in the late morning and a couple hours in the afternoon in 2 separate properties, and give yourself the opportunity to meet more ready-to-go buyers. You do this often enough, you're going to generate that business. Tip number 2, leases. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can find the lease listings and ask the listing agent if they don't mind you market that property and field those lease leads. And then you can transition those lease leads into potential buyers, because most people who are out leasing don't realize that it doesn't take 20% down to own a property. And they may not even be aware of all the programs out there. So you can field those leads and transition them into buyers if they fit the criteria. The second way is to look at the properties that have been leased on the MLS and then market directly, whether it's door knocking or sending a letter to those tenants saying, hey, I noticed that you rented this property a year ago, 2 years ago, and it's coming up on the anniversary. You're probably thinking of either re-leasing that property or moving to another property. Is it time for you to start looking to buy? And give them a scenario that may work for them. That's another way to find some buyers that no one else is really going after. The third way is to find those for sale by owner listings in your area. Now you might say, well, you just said that it's not getting a listing. No, I'm not saying to list the for sale by owners. What I'm saying is most for sale by owners don't necessarily know what they're getting themselves into when they do this. And so they're not necessarily equipped to handle the influx of buyers. So what you can make an offer to them is a couple things. Ask them if they wouldn't mind you photographing the property, because I guarantee you, even if you used your iPhone, you're going to take better photos than they took. Or if you don't mind spending the couple $100s on a photographer to try and generate business this way, to do a nice flyer for them so that they can send out to the buyers that come through the property, but it has your contact information. You're going to pre-qualify all those buyers for them. You're just going to take it off their plate. Secondly, that ugly for sale by owner sign that they're put in the yard, nobody wants to see that in the neighborhood, and it's not very attractive to even a buyer. Go get your own for sale by owner signs developed. Don't put your brokerage name on there, because that's not part of our legalities. But I want you to put your contact information, your phone number, for sale by owner, and your phone number, so that when the buyers call, they call you, you pre-qualify them, only send the buyers that qualify to the seller, or only allow those pre-qualified buyers to see the property, and let the seller know you're going to be the gatekeeper to that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So these are 3 ways that you can generate new business and get paid very quickly, even within the next 45 days, if you put the work in, put the time in, and employ these 3 tips. I guarantee you your business will change. Talk to you next time.